So, this is my vlog for looking at racism in America today. Um, Before this, I felt like racism existed, but not quite to the extent that I found. I feel like that um, racism will continue to decline, but will never cease to exist, just because of how recent um, our past has been with racism and discrimination towards people just because of the way they look and where they're from. So, the previous vlog I did was on just the little instances of racism day to day that 101 black teenagers faced over 2 weeks. But this article I found from CNN is kind of eye opening and just shows how dangerous racism can be um, today in our world in America. So, this is from CNN, and it says, "Justice delayed is justice denied. Was Ahmaud Arbery killed for jogging while black?" So, this was posted Sunday, May 10th, 2020, so this is pretty recent. And it outlines what happened when a 25-year-old American man was killed by two white men while he was jogging in the neighborhood. So, the article says, when Ahmaud Arbery, a 25-year-old African-American man, went out for a jog in Brunswick, Georgia on February 23rd, he could not have known that doing such would lead to his death. His killing raises a host of troubling concerns in a country where jogging while black must be added to the outrageous list of hazards facing black men. So, just that statement right there shows how prevalent racism is today, and how black men feel towards society and how society feels towards them in a way, and just how dangerous racism can be, and just how it's a constant threat to our society. So it goes on to say, Arbery's death has made headlines since the release of a gruesome video earlier this week showing a former police officer and his son confronting him, a confrontation that ended with Arbery being shot and killed. So Ahmaud Arbery was unarmed, and he was confronted by these two people because of the way he looked. So racism in America now looks like that because of the way someone looks, there's a reason to go up and confront them just based on how they look. I feel like racism has progressed to this, and it's pretty sad that we still deal with things like this in America. You'd think that after slaves being free, after segregation ending, that we wouldn't have to deal with the killing of a black man just because of his race. And I don't know what that's like. I don't know what racism feels like. But not being able to go outside and jog in your neighborhood, which I do all the time, because of the way you look, I feel like would be pretty terrible. I feel like I'd feel just constantly watched and having to constantly look around and make sure that everything's okay. And it's unsettling. It's unsettling to know that this happens in America, and it's unsettling to know that it can happen to anyone. It can, racism is a big threat to our society. So it goes on to say, while it is an ongoing investigation, the facts known so far about the conduct of the 34-year-old Travis McMichael and his father, Gregory McMichael, are beyond troubling. According to the police report, Gregory, a former Glenn County police officer, told police that they were pursuing Arbery because they thought he was a suspect in a recent string of break-ins in the community. So obviously the reason that they thought that he was a suspect in a recent string of break-ins is because of the way he looks. That's the only reason why they would pursue him. So if he's just jogging in his neighborhood and they decide to pursue him, it's obviously because of the way he looks and just their racist tendencies towards him because he is black. So, yeah.